A very good morning to respected teachers and all my dear friends. My name is Akashdeep Pandey from BPharm third year of Hygiene Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research. I am present here to give a presentation on my topic import of drugs. List of the contents which I am going to cover up in my topic are classes of drugs prohibited to import, import of drugs under license, which contains drugs in Schedule C, Schedule C1, drugs of Schedule X, drugs imported for analytical purpose, any new drug import, import of drugs without license, and the last one is references. Before starting my topic, I want to give you a basic idea that what the import word literally means. See, suppose that you were just living in a country where there is scarcity of wheat and that wheat is grown in another country in a bulk amount, and not in bulk amount, it is grown in the other country. See, then to fulfill the need of your country, you are just bringing that wheat from that country to your country by crossing the international border, and this is called as import. To bring a product from a different country and which is manufactured there or produced there to your country by crossing the international border is called as import. So, now the main topic, classes of drugs whose import is prohibited. It includes misbranded drugs. See, a drug which doesn't contain prescribed color means, as per the IP, BP, and USP, the color which is mentioned in IP, BP, USP for a drug is not present on that drug, then that drug is considered as misbranded drug. And if the drug doesn't contain prescribed label as per the IP, BP, and USP, then that drug is called as misbranded drug. The third condition for saying the drug misbranded is if the label contain any false or misleading information, then that drug is called as misbranded drug. Second one is spurious drug. Spurious drugs, to explain it, I want to just give you an example. Suppose that you are going to launch a drug and that drug is already present in the market, then your drug is said to be spurious drugs. Second condition for saying a drug is spurious drug is that if a drug which you are going to launch is a substitute of a drug which is already present in the market, then that drug you are going to launch is called as spurious drug. Third condition to say a drug is spurious drug is if the label of the drug contains the name of the manufacturer or the company which does not exist. Means if the drug contains the name of the company or the manufacturer who does not exist, then that drug is said to be spurious drugs. And the import of spurious drug is prohibited. Third one is adulterated drugs. Means the word adulteration, somewhat similar to this. So adulteration, what do you mean by adulteration? Firstly, adulteration means that if in Hindi you can say it as milawat. If the product does not contain the original contents, then we can say that there is some adulteration. In the case of drugs, if the drug does not contain the original contents which are mentioned in the pharmacopoeia, like Indian pharmacopoeia, British pharmacopoeia, or the United States pharmacopoeia, then that particular drug is called as adulterated drug, because it will does not show, it will look somewhat similar to the original drug, but it will does not show the required therapeutic effect. And to import those drugs and the import of those drugs is prohibited. Now, drugs of substandard quality. See, to give a pharmacological effect or a therapeutic effect, required therapeutic effect, there is some quality standards which is mentioned for a particular drug, and if a drug doesn't qualifies that particular quality standards, then that drug is called as substandard drug, and to and import of those substandard drug is prohibited. Drugs of Schedule J. See, Schedule J drugs are those drugs which just make promises to cure a particular disease, but they aren't able to cure that particular disease. And import of those drugs is prohibited, means import of Schedule J drugs are prohibited. Now, drugs whose manufacture, sale, distribution only done for the purpose like examination, test, or analysis. See, if a drug is only used for test and analysis, then their manufacture, sale, and distribution is only done for the test and analysis purpose, not for just selling to the normal persons, normal consumers. And import of those drugs is strictly prohibited. Now, patent and proprietary medicines whose formula isn't disclosed. See, if a drug is patent on the name of the particular person and its formula isn't disclosed, then that drug import is strictly prohibited. Now, import of drugs under license means the drugs which can be imported if you have the license to import them. The first drug is Schedule C and Schedule C1 drugs. Conditions which are required to get the license for the import of Schedule C and Schedule C1 drugs are adequate storage facility, means if you have the adequate storage facility for the storage of those imported drugs. First condition. Second condition is record of sale of imported drugs. If that, you have to prepare a particular record of sale of those imported drugs. See, means the name of the buyer should be mentioned in the record book, and which imported drugs you are just selling to him or her, that should be mentioned in the record, and that record should be maintained properly. Third one is inspector to be allowed to inspect, means if an inspector is going to inspect either your record book or the premises where you just kept your imported drug, then he should be allowed. And if you satisfy the those three conditions, then you can get the license for the Schedule C and Schedule C1 drugs. Schedule X drugs means the conditions which are required to get the license for the Schedule X drugs are adequate storage facility, means you have to just provide this adequate storage facility for the imported drugs. Second one is occupation, trade, business is also checked, means the occupation of the licensee or the company which which has just applied for the license of Schedule X drugs, his occupation, trade, business is checked. Now, the company or the licensee can apply for the license to import of Schedule X drugs within 30 days to the central government. Now, drugs imported for test or analysis means the drugs which are imported for test and analysis. Application is given to the licensing authority must carry sign of head of institution and place. See, the application has to be sent to the licensing authority to get the license for the import of drugs which are used in test and analysis. And that particular application should carry the sign of the head of the institution which is going to perform the test and analysis of that particular drug, and place here mentioned place here said to be the place where that test and analysis is going to perform, you are going to perform. Conditions which are put up for the license of those drugs are: must import drugs only for the analytical purpose at the mentioned place, means the institution should only import drug only for the analytical purpose at the mentioned place, means the place which is mentioned in the application, the institution can only use that drug into that mentioned place. Now, inspector must be allowed to inspect the premises, means the inspector which can sorry the inspector is to be allowed to inspect the premises where the drug is kept. Now, import of drugs for personal use means the drugs which are imported only for the personal use in small quantities. Drugs up to 100 average dose imported as bona fide luggage of the person, means zarurat. Bona fide here literally means ज़रूरती ज़रूरती लगेज, यानी कि जो आपके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, ऐसे लगेज के. नाउ सी, conditions to import those personal drugs for personal use are, means how you will get the license or permit to import that particular drugs. See, permit for the baggage containing the drug is needed, means you just need a permit for the package which contains the drug. Second one is permit is given if, means when you will get the permit. First condition is the drug is bona fide for the personal use, means you are just the drug is necessary for you and you are just going to use it only. Then, and the second one is if the drug is under the prescription of the registered medical practitioner, means if the drug is prescribed by the registered medical practitioner, then you can use that particular, then you can get the permit. Now, import of new drugs means license. How? Now the conditions which a person or the company needed to fulfill to get the license for the import of new drugs. See, no new drug is allowed to be imported without the sanctioning of the licensing authority in writing. See, the licensing authority should give the permission in writing to import a new drug to a company or a man or a firm. Second option is that documentary evidence telling the standard, quality, purity, and strength of the drug is needed for the license. See, to get the license for the particular drug, you have to just give a documentary evidence, hmm, telling its standard, quality, purity, and strength. Hmm. Now, import of drugs without license or permit. See, if you are just going to import a drug, means what? Sorry, which are the drugs which you can import without any license or permit? And these drugs are other than which you have discussed above, means all the drugs which I have discussed above. Apart from these drugs, the drugs, all other drugs can be imported without any license or permit. Places where the drugs are imported, means the places where the drugs are imported. See, the import of drugs occur by only two routes, by air or by sea, and the drug imported to the places by air are Ahmedabad, Delhi, Calcutta, and Bombay, and by sea it is done in Calcutta, Cochin, Vishakhapatnam, and Madras. References for my topic are taken from these three books. Thank you.